What's up? Today we are part one of this video. I am installing a couple steering wheels. So I am installing one in my car, which will be the cheap don't do this at home version, and then tomorrow I will be installing another wheel, and that one's going to be the this is what you should do version of that. So first, this is for the sport steering wheels. Unfortunately, both cars that I'm working on have these sport wheels, so I can only tell you how it goes for these models. Base models got T30 bits or T20 bits that go behind the wheel that you undo. This has this little slot right here. You stick a little flathead in here to pop the airbag out. So you gotta kind of feel for what is a spring. I'll show you guys when I take the airbag out what I'm talking about. So let me get this out real quick. Okay, so let me adjust this. All right. Gotta bend camera strap. These are the airbag connectors, right? So BMW uses a two-stage, one's for slow impacts, one's for heavy impacts. These are what I'm talking about here. So on the side of the wheel, you go in and you have to feel for this spring. So you see that there? Once you can push that all the way that way, then the airbag can pop out. So you gotta do both sides. Center bolt is a 16. This I've already gone out because I was testing to make sure that the hub I had was in fact for E46. So there is that. Now here, actually the best thing to do is to remove this harness. Wow. All right, see, harness out. So now when you pull the steering wheel out, which like I said, I just did this the other day, so it's gonna be very easy to pop out. I did have to wiggle it the other day to get it free. This here is the clock spring. This is what tells your steering wheel whether, you know, when you have your turn signals on and stuff. Lets it know to go back, stuff like that. It lets the car know when to max out the turning and everything like that. So I know I said I was going to do this the wrong way and everything like that, but there is one thing that I am going to do correctly, and that is the horn stuff. So I don't have a working horn right now, but I did get what I needed from the junkyard to hopefully fix that. I took some wiring harnesses from E46 and I just gotta find the connectors on my car where they're cut, splice them in there so that we can have a working horn in theory. I've never had a working horn in this car, so I don't even know if they work or anything like that. Probably should have taken the horns too, just in case. Whatever, we'll figure it out. Here is all this mumbo jumbo. Here's what we're gonna need. Basically, this entire harness needs to come out so that I can use this is part of the horn right here. That one and that one. So those are the two wires that I do need for sure. The rest, for my car, I will probably just cut them because I will probably, one, never use this wheel again, two, I can always solder it back because I am inclined to do so. I know how to solder, so if I need to splice some wires in, I have absolutely no problem doing that. Let me get this shit out because I can't do it with a camera. Alright, good news. T10 to remove that, but I don't need to cut the harness. So this is all that I need. Well, in theory, I don't need to cut it. I will. So for the steering wheel that I'm going to do tomorrow, obviously I don't need to cut anything because this is all that I need. For mine, I have the airbag stuff coated out through PA Soft. So I don't even need to run the resistors or anything like that on my car. So I guess technically I'm doing it the right way as well, but cutting is not what everyone wants to do. So I'll cut these here. Again, if I ever want to put this wheel back in, I can always splice these back in, or I'll probably just remove them from the pins themselves and take pictures and stuff, as far as what pin goes where and stuff like that. Which, yeah, I should be able to depin it, so I'll probably do that instead of cutting it because it's easier that way. And yeah, I'll get to removing this casing, see if I can depin that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I did open this casing up, and all you do is slide it off. And then I have my set of depinning tools that I use to pull all these out. So these are all the airbag ones. This is just for the horn. So this will go back in my car. I'm going to modify this ground here to go ahead and use one of these. I'll just solder it in, and then, like I said before, I can always just cut and resolder it back if I ever want to use a ground like this again for the stock wheel. I did get this cheap wheel from Amazon in today. This is just a temp. I don't know what style of wheel I want just yet. I did find this label wheel that I like, and I'll probably include a picture here, maybe. And that might be the choice that I go with. They do have an option like this as well with the cut spokes. So if I like this, I may go that route, except theirs is a 100mm depth, so 4 inches of concave. It's a little too much for me. Renown makes one that's 55mm, but I've also heard that Renown's quality is... I'm not here to badmouth anybody. I bought an Amazon wheel, you know, but for the price point, apparently they use the same materials that Volante uses, which again, not here to talk shit about anybody. I had a Volante in my E46. As you can see, I still have the plate frame. So I just want something that's going to be nice, good quality for the 46. So label might be the route to go. They're made in the US, and they seem to do a pretty good job. So that might be the route that I go. So for now, I'm going to use this as a placeholder. I don't even drive the wagon, so I don't care. I might even just return it to Amazon, because you can return these things. But yeah, let me go ahead and install the hub, and then get this in there, wire this all up, and get it set up for the horn and everything, and it should be good to go. Be right back. Alright, we are back to the car. Got that. And I've got this hub. Okay. And make sure that that is straight. That was a fail. None of this worked. This hub is too short for pretty much everything. So if this was deeper or whatever, it could fit. But right now, all this hits back here. So back to the drawing board I go. I probably won't drive this car until I get a new hub, so whatever. I'll be back tomorrow with a real steering wheel install.
Oh, what's goody?
Happy belated birthday, buddy.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. Wow. Okay, how much?
Let's turn the light on.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Ricardo.
I heard you're Puerto Rican too, so you're a little bit as crazy as me. That's great. Oh, a little bit is an understatement? Yeah. Oh, they didn't have the beer.
Corona's cool. I like Corona.
So here's your one.
Oh, yeah. I got something for you too, actually. Somewhere in here. That's for you.
Shout out to Danny.
Yes, sir. Alright, so yeah, this is what we're doing today. The right way. So yesterday or the other day, whatever the fuck it was, I was putting in my hub, but the hub was too short, so I ordered a not short hub because we don't like short hubs. And this motherfucker has got his hub. So
this is why people can't run the harness, because of this fucking notch.
Yeah.
It's non-existent.
And the short hubs, yeah. So there's no notch there, you see.
Oh shoot!
It's just
damn, that's crazy.
Space.
But look how slim.
Yeah, no, it's like, super slim. But
you can't
even run the clock spring.
Oh really?
You have to take out the clock spring. Yeah, which I'm not one to. I gotta have my clock spring.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That's sketch.
I'm not. That's not me, you know.
Younger us would have been like, okay, let's just drill it, and who cares?
Did you bring the resistors?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, cool. So first step to this, which I didn't have to do on mine because I already had, like I said, coated my shit out.
Don't judge the trunk. I haven't finished it, so in case you want to put this on your
yikes.
Your channel. Yikes. So I didn't have, this hole wasn't drilled out right here.
Yeah, for the latch.
And I had the toughest time locking it because there wasn't enough room. And I gotta still drill a hole and then put it through, but yeah.
These resistors. We gotta disconnect this battery too, because if we start doing this shit when the battery is connected,
it's not gonna be a good time.
The airbag light will come on, even if we get the resistors done and everything. Dude, yours is so nicer. Like, oh fuck!
I hope you got that on video. I think you did. That shit fucking hurt.
Oh, dude, there's no way that
even with this thing weighing 25 pounds, it shit hurt.
Dude, that looked like it hurt.
There she go.
Oh, it's the worst. Anyways, so to get these up, you lift this, pull out. Everyone's always having trouble with these. Just fucking lift the tab and pull it out. That's easy. Pass me the... Oh, fuck. Where's my impact? I know I took it out. Oh. Jeez. Huh? What does it do? You get like a
You get flagged, yeah. And then they like mute it.
Yeah, it won't reach as much people. Oh. You weren't kidding.
With what?
That you had taken it out recently?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, getting your harness out. Nice and easy. So, in my video, when you guys saw, I depinned these, took this out, and just took all these out basically because I coated mine out. But that's not the case here. So, we've got this resistor here. Alright. That we'll put into here. Shove into here, because Jesus. These pins are huge for the 46.
So I read the late models E46s have this setup. The early models, I think like 03 and below, are the ones that have the single.
I'm on 2.
Oh, must be nice.
No, I have the 2.
Oh, you have the 2? Oh, so it's probably lower then.
No, it's the sport versus
all the non.
Yeah. The base model ones are the ones that don't come with the 2. So, oh shit, I should have had this on already. Heats up fast. Alright, so we're gonna MacGyver a couple things here. Here's the resistor I got set up for it. I was having trouble finding pins to fit in the harness because I already had my harness. So I just stripped and soldered. So it's like a solid, and it slips right in now. Here are the actual... Dude, what the fuck? It's like wet. Like the whole box is wet.
I wasn't one.
Gross. I guess it's like in a packaging too, so that's cool. Very cool. God, dude, 100 fucking resistors. Like,
That's insane.
I just need one. So this is a 3.3 ohm. Excuse me. And I've read multiple places that that's what you need. So, and we don't need
That much length.
that much length. So, cut this. Damn, my fucking soldering iron's already hot. I can feel it. Cut this. And then we're gonna cut it here. And this is just because I have OCD. And here. Strip these two. And here. Helping hands are always nice.
That looks like, you ever seen Toy Story 2? When he's fixing Woody?
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of.
Okay. So get that somewhere in there. And there's tons of ways to get this done. And I'm sure at least one person's gonna comment how I'm doing it wrong. And that's okay. You have your way of doing it. I've got my way. You heat this up. And there you go. Let the solder eat. That's good to go. See that? Ain't going nowhere. Okay. And rinse and repeat. Same thing. Make sure it's in there. And do that. Cool. So there is that. Go ahead and put some heat shrink to fit over both the solder and the resistor. And again, here come all the YouTubers telling me that I'm doing this wrong, because I don't care. Heat. Ideally, you want, you know, those fancy heat guns that got like the heat shield or whatever and controls the heat. That's cool. That's cool and all. You got that kind of bread or whatever. The lighter is a lighter. It doesn't have a lighter later on. Anyways, this is done now. So these two are good to go. These slide in perfect compared to these. And then we just kind of want to put them off to the side. We will at electrical tape then. Alright, so, well, hub's on. Everything is like snake back there, like all the airbag shit. It's kind of a bitch to like maneuver, but basically the airbag plugs I put down at the bottom, like the big ass plugs. They're down here, and then I ran the other bullshit like just around here.
So basically, if you go to the front, if you go to the beginning of the video and we show the empty part where the Momo is different from the slim NRG ones, you'll see the opening where he put everything in.
Okay, yeah. You're right. You're right. I know what you're talking about. I'm like, what is this motherfucker going on about? Quick look at this Dogfight wheel. I better adjust this because this motherfucker is. What that is. And he did go for the tilt wheel, so that lifts up and back.
Wow.
That's nice.
It's almost like I tracked the car.
It's almost like you are worth something.
I don't. Wow.
There we go.
That
and it just snaps back into place. How nice. All right, so okay, cool.
I'll hold it.
I was like, no, I hope you didn't close it all the way.
I mean, it can still pop up.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Mine does not. Mine's all electric in
I have the ring, bro.
Mine's all electric in the back.
Oh, really?
Everything, the fucking glass, the hatch, everything. If my battery dies, I cannot get in. Which it did one time, and the battery did die, and I couldn't get in. I had to crawl into the back seat.
Yeah, that's gonna be no pop it.
Yeah. Anyways, this should work. Wait, does the key need to be in?
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't know because I don't have a horn, so I don't.
I know.
My harness is like cut and everything.
We're gonna find out with the light now too. Let's see.
And there it went away.
Oh, it worked!
Sorry. My bad. I should have.
You got that on video.
Yeah. Well, there that is. He didn't have any faith in me, but I knew what I was doing.
Listen.
I knew what I was doing.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Success!
Tomorrow I'll get my wheel in so you guys can see what a cheap wheel is like versus a nice setup. And
let's see.
Yeah, this thing moves it like really far.
Wow, so
forward. So if you were to have a concave wheel, you'd really be like T-Rex arms.
So they say that the 330 wheel, because the stock one that I had is a 370, and they say the 331 ends up blocking the view, but honestly, it really doesn't. Like with my hand here, I mean the camera can't really show it, but from a perspective through your eyes, duh. I mean, it's not that bad. Because the 370 was hitting my freaking leg. It's not with this. It's fucking dope.
You want another beer, baby?
Sure.
Okay. Wow. Alright, so now I'll be back tomorrow. And do you have anything else to say?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Come to Albert.
I'll be back tomorrow. Alright, got my hub in. Fucking put this thing in real quick so we can end the video, show you guys what mine looks like installed. Alright, so got the new wheel in and I think it looks alright. It doesn't look too bad. That is the new wheel. I think it complements the interior very nicely. And yeah, do I wish it were not a cheap option? Yeah, maybe. But again, I don't know what wheel I'm gonna order. I know I said I want that label wheel, but I'm gonna hold off as long as possible because I'll change my mind and then I'll be stuck with the label wheel. So that's it for this video. If you're watching, I appreciate it. You know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. See you guys next time.
When we slide, we stay tapping on doors. Ride on triple chrome, glide on them Vogues. Flip on a nigga around, baby, you in a row. Playing with these drums, cause I got them sticks. Trunk bumping in the street, screwed up with my click. Let them see how out they going, out the blicks. Pray to God,